Welcome to Millionaire. We're so glad you could join us for this, our $100 million season, when we'll pass a huge milestone and give away a grand total of $100 million. We're going to be celebrating all season with special guests and special episodes and tons of great contestants. Starting with today's player, Malcolm Brooks from Pensacola, Florida, who says if he wins the million, he's going to rent out a theme park for his family and friends. Well, if he likes thrill rides, he's in the right place. Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? The show. Are you guys ready to play Millionaire today? Malcolm Brooks, are you ready to play Millionaire today?
Absolutely, Chris. Final answer.
I like that. That works. Let's take a look at the board. 14 questions away from that $1 million. Malcolm, you have your 3 lifelines if you need them. Let's get to earning some money.
All right.
All right, let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? $500 question starts us off. Good luck. Here we go. According to a common saying, someone who is talking seriously is not just doing what? Whistling Dixie, humming Farmer in the Dell, lip-syncing Oh Susanna, beatboxing Home on the Range.
Chris, I have to say, if this was America's Got Talent, I think beatboxing Home on the Range would be a definite winner, but I'm going to go with A, Whistling Dixie. Final answer.
Yeah, you're not just Whistling Dixie. Of course, that's right. $500. Second question worth $1,000. New Orleans sanitation officials recently removed 46 tons of what discarded holiday fashion accessory that had been clogging the city's sewer system for years. Christmas stockings, Easter bonnets, Kiss Me, I'm Irish buttons, Mardi Gras beads.
Well, Chris, New Orleans is the home of Mardi Gras, and I can say, tragically, over the years, I've probably contributed somewhat to this. D, Mardi Gras beads. Final answer.
And how did you ask for the? Never mind. Yes, that's right. No Mardi Gras stories here. $1,000. Let's move on. $2,000 question. In Greek mythology, the Myrmidons were led by what son of Peleus before his tenure was cut short by a memorable heel injury? Hector, Odysseus, Jason, Achilles.
Chris, my Achilles heel actually, it turns out, is not Greek mythology, so I'm going to say D, Achilles. Final answer.
That is correct. I saw what you did there. I saw what you did, brought it full circle. I respect that. $3,000 question. Looking for a money-saving travel hack? Expert Joey Green suggests skipping room service and cooking hot dogs in your motel room where? Under the mattress, on top of the alarm clock, on the coffee maker's hot plate, inside the TV remote.
My undergraduate degree is actually in food science and technology, so I think it would be cutting edge to cook a hot dog inside a TV remote. But in this case, I think I'm going to answer C, on the coffee maker's hot plate. Final answer.
Every hotel manager in the world just had a heart attack that we put this on TV. Yeah. $5,000. This next step's a big one, getting to that threshold. Here's the question. Though they insist there are no hard feelings in 2018, what former American Idol champion switched over to the competition, becoming a judge on The Voice? Kelly Clarkson, Clay Aiken, Carrie Underwood, or Chris Daughtry?
As I recall, actually, each Kelly Clarkson was on American Idol, as was Clay Aiken. I believe he finished second in his run. If I recall correctly, though, Kelly Clarkson is currently a judge on American Idol. So I think I'm going to say A, Kelly Clarkson. Final answer.
I knew what you meant, and you got it right. 5,000.
Yeah, 5K in the bank.
All right,
Okay.
Malcolm.
Yes, sir.
Got those first 5 out of the way. That money is safe. Now let's just add to it. Let's start with a $7,000 question. It's right here. What domain name did Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Javed Karim register on February 14th, 2005 with the intention of making it an online dating site? Twitter.com, YouTube.com, Yahoo.com, or Instagram.com?
Well, clearly, none of these currently are dating sites. I believe Yahoo existed during the .com era, or sort of the .com bubble, so that one's too early. I think YouTube actually came onto the scene around 2005 because Jack Dorsey is the founder of Twitter, so that's not an option. And Instagram, I believe, is more recent, and it's a photo sharing site. So, with that said, I'm going to say B, YouTube.com. Final answer.
You're pretty tech savvy. That's right. Wow. Yeah, when no one signed up, they switched to video hosting. That is right. Malcolm, good start, my man. Look at that, $7,000. All the lifelines are there. He's looking good. And we're going to take a quick break. Be right back. Even if you're not a millionaire, you can be treated like a Caesar at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Stay in lavish new rooms, savor culinary perfection by world-famous chefs, experience unforgettable nightlife at Omnia or legendary Coliseum Entertainment. Caesar's Palace, reimagining Vegas for 5 decades. Welcome back to Millionaire. Got Malcolm Brooks here, sharp as a tack, $7,000 already in the bank. Hadn't touched a lifeline, looking really good. And speaking of looks, you look familiar, like I've seen you before, but it wasn't you.
No, it wasn't, Chris. Actually, last year, my twin brother Hannibal was on this show. He got to 50,000, but he only went home with 5. Technically, I only have to get 7 to beat him, and I just did that, so I'm already a winner.
And so your twin brother's right behind you. So he played a great game. But here's what I really love. He's here, but he's not your +1. Your dad is. You were his +1, but he's not your +1.
He had his chance.
Well, hopefully you will leave here with more than $5,000. Right now you have $7,000 in your bank, and we're going to try and add to that right now, so let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? All right, $10,000 where we pick back up with this question. Located in the jaw, the muscle that's considered to be the strongest in the human body relative to its weight is which of the following? Frontalis, vastus medialis, masseter, rhomboid major.
So frontalis sounds like frontal, so it sounds like it could be related to the face. But one thing that kind of jumps out at me right now is masseter. And the act of chewing, I believe, is also, the technical term is mastication. So vastus medialis, nothing about that really says chewing or has anything to do with the face to me, or the jaw in particular. And rhomboid major, I think rhomboid could describe the shape of the muscle, but major there again doesn't indicate anything specific about it being in the jaw. So I'm really leaning towards masseter here, and I'm gonna trust my gut on this one. So I'm gonna say C, masseter, final answer.
It's a good point in the game to trust your gut. Well done, that's right. A is in the skull, B is in the thigh, and by the way, D is in the back. 10,000. And now, a chance to double your money, $20,000. That's what this question's worth. If you were to spell out millionaire using the NATO phonetic alphabet that begins Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, you'd say words matching all of these except what? The capital of Peru, a diminutive form of Michael, a U.S. state, the 11th month of the year.
You know, if I recall correctly, my father occasionally actually likes to use these this NATO phonetic alphabet since his dad was in the military. So I'm going to bring down my dad as my +1.
Okay, final?
Final.
All right, Larry, come on down. How are you, sir?
Outstanding.
Let me start by saying how proud you must be. Two incredible kids. Well done. I'm sure a chip off the old block. So, can you help out your son here?
Yeah. M in Millionaire would be Mike.
M would be Mike, okay. The 11th month of the year, that is November.
Right.
That is one of them?
It is November.
Okay, so a U.S. state, or any of the A through Z U.S. states, do you think you could go through each one of them? I mean, I don't know if that's possible if you're starting from the top. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie,
Delta, Echo, Foxtrot,
okay. Foxtrot.
Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, don't know R.
Well, I don't think, except for Rhode Island, which seems a little extended, I don't think there are any states starting with R, so we could probably say it's not going to be that one.
All right. Sierra, Tango, Uniform, V, Victor, Y, Yankee, W is Whiskey, and Z is Zulu.
Well, Chris, I think that's our answer. We said November, we said Mike, we said Lima, so we did not name any U.S. states in that order.
Right.
So let's say C, a U.S. state. Trust me on this final answer.
I trust both of you with whatever. You got it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Larry? Thank you, sir. Have a seat. $20,000, man. You are cruising. This guy's got something special. We got a good game on our hands. Don't go anywhere. Check out the Millionaire website for great video highlights. $100,000. And learn more about our contestants on our blog. Go to millionairetv.com. Welcome back to Millionaire. I'm here with 22-year-old Malcolm Brooks, a recent proud graduate, University of Virginia. Apparently they did their job well because you are tearing it up. $20,000 on the board. You still have two lifelines. Two away from that $50,000 threshold. You enjoying yourself?
I'm having a ball right now.
You got a smile on your face, that's a good thing. And you got money in your pocket. So let's continue, let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Okay. $30,000, that's where we are now. The cover of Time Magazine's Person of the Year issue has featured only 4 women by themselves, including all but whom? Queen Elizabeth II, Angela Merkel, Hillary Clinton, Corazon Aquino.
Okay. Talking out loud here.
Yeah.
I would like to take this opportunity to ask the audience for their opinion about which one of these figures appeared on the cover of Time by themselves, with the exception of one person. Final.
Okay, audience, we could really use some help here, trying to get to $30,000. Pick up those keypads, enter your votes now. All right, Malcolm, votes in. Let's take a look at the results, see what the audience had to say. 49% say it's D, Corazon Aquino. 23% say Queen Elizabeth II.
Okay, so here's my thought process. We're not just talking about women who've been on the cover of Time. We're talking about women who've been named Person of the Year. And as far as I understand it, each one of these, Queen Elizabeth II, she was the leader of a country, so she was on as Person of the Year. Angela Merkel for Germany, I believe, when she first took the chancellorship, she was Person of the Year. Corazon Aquino, if I'm correct, was the Prime Minister of Peru, if I'm not mistaken. Hillary Clinton, I find it slightly unlikely she was Person of the Year, given that she didn't win the presidency, and I don't think there's any particular effort that would have been highlighted. That said, I'm not feeling 100% certain about this.
Risking $15,000 at this point with an incorrect answer.
I think at this point, I want to make sure that if Corazon doesn't get cut, then I think that's, if Hillary Clinton doesn't get cut, I think that's what I'm going to go with. So
Okay.
I'm going to use my 50-50 right now. Final answer.
Okay, let's take 2 away.
So
49% went bye-bye. So
Wow.
now it's down to Queen Elizabeth II, Hillary Clinton.
Chris, I got some advice before this to go with my gut.
Okay.
And so, given both that and the logic point to Hillary Clinton as the answer, I think I'm going to say C, Hillary Clinton. Final answer.
I know you wanted to beat your brother.
I did.
You're still alive. You got it! You got it, Malcolm! Way to go! $30,000! And when we come back, this guy's going for that $50,000 threshold. That's next. From ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, here's your question of the day.
Prior to his film career, which one of these actors called Major League Baseball games as a radio sportscaster?
John Wayne, Cary Grant.
Humphrey Bogart, Ronald Reagan.
The answer to that question was Ronald Reagan. Welcome back to a special day here at Millionaire, because I'm with a special young man, Malcolm Brooks, who's putting on a clinic so far. $30,000 in your bank. Really, it's been fun to watch you think your way through this game, and now you're at a very strategic point in this game. The next step is $50,000. That's awesome. Also, that $50,000 threshold, that last threshold, guaranteeing you 50 grand and a free look at $100,000. And by the way, we're only 5 away from $1 million. Are you ready?
I am, Chris.
All right. You've played a great game. Let's continue and let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Good luck. $50,000 question. The Beach Boys' 1968 song, Never Learn Not to Love, was a reworking of Cease to Exist, written by what notorious aspiring folk singer? Ted Kaczynski, Charles Manson, James Earl Ray, or Jim Jones?
Okay, so we have the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, is our first. If I'm thinking about his history, I don't know anything about him trying to become a folk singer. Jim Jones, leader of the, I forget the name of the cult, but the whole drink the Kool-Aid thing. I imagine there were more kumbayas than cease to exist, although they did cease to exist, so that's kind of pointing that way. James Earl Ray. Nothing about him is saying that he's a folk singer. That's a problem with any of these characters. I can't see, I don't know enough about their history to know about their folk aspirations. So if I were to, what are my options now?
Okay, your options are this. No lifelines, unfortunately. You're at $30,000. That's yours to walk away with. Great chunk of change there. Obviously, if you go for it, $50,000 is the reward. But now you're risking $25,000. That's what you would leave on the table. You'll walk away with $5.
You know, after this, Chris, I'm gonna go to a jukebox, or actually I'm gonna get on Spotify. I'm gonna kick myself, but at this point, I think I'm gonna have to walk.
Final?
Final answer.
All right. First of all, congratulations. What an incredible game. Incredible young man. Truly. What would you have guessed?
If I had to guess, I would say Charles Manson.
You would have been right. Charles Manson. Hey, $30,000. Malcolm, it was a real pleasure to play the game with you today. Fantastic. You should be proud. Well done. $30,000. Thanks for watching today. For everyone who's been a part of this, I'm Chris Harrison. We'll see you next time. Closed captioning sponsored by Today's contestant, Sarah Sanders, is a special education teacher from Mobile, Alabama. And you can bet her students back home are pulling for her to win that $1 million today. So let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Are y'all ready to play Millionaire today? Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Are you? Sarah, welcome to Millionaire. Let's take a look at your board. 14 questions between you and that $1 million. You got your 3 lifelines. You know how those work if you need them. You ready to make some money?
Oh, $1 million.
Let's make $1 million today. All right, then let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? We'll start you off with that $500 question. Good luck. Here we go. Which of these occupations is the only one not quite glamorous enough to make AVClub.com's list of 11 jobs common only in romantic comedies? Architect, bookstore owner, Quiznos assistant manager, magazine editor.
Okay, well, you would know romantic comedies, right? You're real good at that.
We don't intend it to be a comedy all the time. It just happens that way on The Bachelor.
Quiznos assistant manager, not that romantic. So I think we're gonna go with C, Quiznos assistant manager. Let's just check it, not quite glamorous enough to make romantic comedies. Yeah, Quiznos assistant manager. C, final answer.
Check your work, that's smart. First step towards $1 million. We're there, $500. Here's the second step. Some say it's union leader Peter J. McGuire, while others say it's union leader Matthew McGuire, no relation, who deserves the credit for inventing what holiday? Hanukkah, Easter, New Year's Day, Labor Day.
Okay, so this question is asking about who invented what holiday. Easter would be Jesus, so it's not B. Hanukkah also revolves around the Bible, so no. I actually have no idea, so I would like to ask the audience on this one, and that's final answer.
Okay, audience, you heard her. We need some help. If you would, pick up those keypads. Enter your votes now. Sarah, I'm not going to lie, you stumped me a little bit by going to the lifeline on this one. Let's take a look at the audience. I think they might be able to help you.
Okay.
So only 93% said D Labor Day. And by the way, 1% did say Hanukkah and 1% did say Easter.
All right, so yeah, Hanukkah, Easter, and New Year's all revolve around religion. So I was thinking Labor Day, but wasn't quite sure. But I will definitely trust my audience and say D, Labor Day, final answer.
I would like to see 2% of you after the show. That's right. But most importantly, stay in the game. You did. Here's your third question. Complete this line from a 1995 Alanis Morissette hit. I've got one hand in my pocket, and the other one is cracking macadamia nuts, giving a peace sign, struggling to work a stick shift, caught in a raccoon trap.
These are all ridiculous answers. And I really hate to use a lifeline, but I really don't know what these are.
If you don't know the song, you don't know the song.
I don't think that my husband knows this one either.
Well, you have your +1,
Yeah.
your husband, or the 50-50.
I guess go with 50-50.
Final?
Final answer.
Okay, I'll take away 2 incorrect answers. Cracking macadamia nuts, giving a peace sign.
Well, if you crack macadamia nuts, you kind of need 2 hands for that. So I guess B, giving a peace sign? Because you only need 1 hand for that. So B, final answer.
That's right. You're at $2,000. Next question worth $3,000. We got this.
Okay.
When Matt Megatoad Stoney downed 125 cupcakes in under 9 minutes on YouTube recently. He consumed roughly 12,000 calories, or about how many per cupcake? 9.6, 96, 960, or 9,600?
This is a math question. My husband's really good at math.
Each +1.
I should just stay in the game. I should just call him down. I'm just gonna call my husband down.
Final?
Yes, final.
Okay, Jonathan, come on down. Come on.
Help me.
You're in this too now, Jonathan.
Have you done it yet? Did you already do it?
I don't think it's a math question.
What?
Think about how many calories are in a cupcake. D doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's a lot of calories for one cupcake. And then it's definitely more than 9 calories for one cupcake. So I think it's either B or C.
Okay, so 96 times 125. We need 960 times 125 to get that extra 0 up there. So I think it's C. It's gotta be C.
I think you're right, actually.
You wanna go with C?
Let's do it.
I'm gonna make at least 5,000 at this point.
That's a lot of cupcakes.
Let's go with C.
That's your final?
Do you think so? Yes, C, final answer.
It was a math problem. And you got it wrong.
Oh no!
B, 96.
So bad at math.
96. Jonathan, Sarah,
Thank you.
I'll say this. That was entertaining.
Oh, thank you.
That was entertaining. I'm sorry you're not walking out of here with any money, but I had a good time. We're going to come back. We're going to play more Millionaire right after this. Even if you're not a millionaire, you can be treated like a Caesar at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Stay in lavish new rooms, savor culinary perfection by world-famous chefs, experience unforgettable nightlife at Omnia or legendary Coliseum Entertainment. Caesar's Palace, reimagining Vegas for 5 decades. Welcome back to Millionaire. Our next contestant is a writer and editor from Madison, Wisconsin. Please welcome Susanna Brooks. Susanna, welcome. All the way from Wisconsin, ready to win $1 million. 14 questions standing between you and that goal. You have your 3 lifelines up there if you need them. You ready to get to work?
Let's do it.
Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? $500 question starts us off. Good luck. Also called a cyanotype, what is the colorful term for a set of architectural plans? Blueprints, paw prints, newsprints, fresh prints.
It'd be nice if it would be Fresh Prince, but I think that the only colorful answer is going to be A, blueprints. Final answer.
$500, just like that. Good start. Second question worth 1,000. As the sensors can fail over time, the National Fire Protection Association recommends that you replace your what every 10 years? Smoke alarm, spouse, robot butler, liver.
It would be really nice to have a robot butler, but you still have to tell them what to do.
Exactly.
It's not a sensor kind of thing, so I'm going to go with A, smoke alarm. Final answer.
Yeah, and B and D kind of go together anyway.
Yeah.
That's right. $1,000. Third question worth $2,000. A feat none of her male colleagues are likely to match. In 2018, Tammy Duckworth became the first sitting U.S. senator to do what while in office? Cook their own meal, wear women's clothing, do yoga, give birth.
Tammy Duckworth is an amazing, amazing person and a hero for our country. And she's also my parents' senator, so I'm very pleased to say it's D, give birth. Final answer.
Right on. That's right. All right, let's move up to $3,000.
Alrighty.
This question. Which of these is the title of a 1983 hit for Eddie Grant and not a property on a classic Monopoly board? Pacific Avenue, Electric Avenue, Pennsylvania Avenue, New York Avenue.
I don't think I've ever actually played a full game of Monopoly to its end. You know, you sort of get through.
That's true. I don't know if anyone ever ends a game.
No,
They
you
just
have
quit.
to kind of cheat against like 8 other computer players to do it. But I'm pretty sure the answer is B, Electric Avenue. Final answer.
Yeah, because it's an electric company. That's right. Quick work of those first 4 questions, already up to that $5,000 threshold. Here it is. After an antitrust case that lasted 2 years, in 1911, the U.S. Supreme Court ordered that what company founded by John D. Rockefeller be broken up into 34 pieces? Sears Roebuck and Company, Coca-Cola, Kellogg's, Standard Oil.
Pretty darn sure it's just D, Standard Oil. Final answer.
All that oil money, that's right.
That's right.
$5,000. Way to go, Susanna.
Yay!
That money guaranteed. Lifelines are still there. You are in great shape as we move forward to a $7,000 question, and that's on the board. Though they sound like Americans, what TV show's characters Rick, Morgan, Jesus, and the Governor are actually played by British-born actors? The Walking Dead, Scandal, Homeland, or Better Call Saul?
This is one where I'm not a huge horror fan, but my husband always watches this show. And it's the kind of thing where I like to just have him tell me the plot of what happens so I can follow along with it. But I'm going to say the answer is A, Walking Dead. Final answer.
And I'm going to say $7,000. Susanna, great start. Closing through the board. All of the lifelines are there. This day's turned around considerably. We'll be right back. Check out the Millionaire website for great video highlights. $100,000. To learn more about our contestants on our blog, go to MillionaireTV.com. Welcome back to Millionaire. Susanna Brooks on stage, $7,000 in her wallet right now. We're still 8 away from that $1 million, but I'm sure you've thought about what you might do with the money.
You know, there's certainly a lot of things that you can do with $1 million, but I'm kind of a simple person when it comes to fashion. I would go for a whole Steve Jobs wardrobe, you know, just get a whole bunch of black
Black on black
turtlenecks,
on black.
and then you get your jeans and everything, but not all the way, though, because I would definitely spend the rest of it on shoes.
All right, well, $7 grand, decent.
Yeah, we can start there.
We can do better, though.
Yeah.
I think we can do better. So let's get back, make some more shoe money. Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? All right. Chance to get to 5 figures here. $10,000 question. Geographically speaking, 3 of these state capitals are in the bottom half of their state. Which one is not? Phoenix, Harrisburg, Atlanta, Lincoln.
Oh, gosh. I mean, I know where Atlanta is. If you have like Atlanta's sort of, I would say like 2/3 of the way up, kind of. Sad part is, I think Phoenix is kind of lower, but Harrisburg I know for sure is in the bottom half of the state, so that is out. Lincoln is in, Lincoln is basically in the bottom half of the state. How much do I have now? I have 10.
Yes, you have 7. We're
Oh, I have
going.
7. We're
This
going
is
for
the
10.
$10,000 question.
Okay.
And you do have 3 lifelines.
I'm gonna risk it because I've got 5,000 no matter what.
Right, you're guaranteed 5,000.
Okay.
And risk reward wise,
All right.
you're at a pretty good part in the game
yeah.
here.
I'll say C, Atlanta. Final answer.
You came to Vegas, you don't love to gamble, but you're winning. You got it. $10,000 now. That was an educated gamble.
I know, it's an educated gamble.
It was a very educated gamble.
Yeah.
Well, $10,000, chance to double it right here. $20,000 now on the line with this question. 540 feet tall at its very top, the Eiffel Tower replica at Paris, Las Vegas is roughly what percentage of the height to the very top of the real Eiffel Tower in Paris, France? 40, 50, 65, or 75%?
I'm gonna have to go lifeline. I'm gonna have to go 50-50.
Okay, final?
Final.
Okay, I'll take away 2 incorrect answers. Okay, so we know either B or C, 50 or 65%.
Part of me says that 50 is a really nice round number, and you know, here we are in Las Vegas, and as we all know, reality is the name of the game in Las Vegas. Everything is just
Yes.
perfect in every way. You know, even at the Venetian, like the canals smell the same.
Right. They imported that smell.
Yeah, the smell is really important. Let's just go with it. Let's say, yeah, we'll go with it. Be 50%, final answer.
For someone who doesn't like to gamble, you're really good at it. Yeah, 1,062 feet. $20,000, Susanna. You're very willing to roll the dice. $20,000, still 2 lifelines. Will she roll the dice all the way to $1 million? We'll find out next. Here's your question of the day. Sarasa comet, telescope, and celestial eye are all varieties of which of these animals? Frogs, goldfish, owl, or lizard? Stay tuned for the answer. The answer to that question was goldfish. Welcome back to Millionaire. Here with proud Wisconsin Badger Susanna Brooks, who just gambled her way to $20,000. Now just 6 away from that million, a couple away from that $50,000 threshold. You know, you've been gambling a little bit because you wanted to save those lifelines, and you have. You have 2 left. Ask the audience in the +1. So hopefully we can get up there to that $50,000 threshold, and then who knows? So far,
Yeah.
great game.
Thank you.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
All right.
Okay. We're at 20 right now, heading to 30 with this question. On September 11th, 2001, George W. Bush was reading a book to kids at a Florida elementary school when who whispered in his ear, "America is under attack"? Ari Fleischer, Karl Rove, Andy Card, Karen Hughes.
You know, this is I remember that day. I remember, you know, the sight of it, of seeing somebody whisper. I want to say it was a man. Those are all really good guesses. I'm going to go to my +1 on this one. I'm going to go to my friend Ryan.
Okay, final?
Final.
Okay, Ryan, come on up.
How you doing? Good to see you again. Pretty good.
Hey.
Hi, Susanna. You're doing really good. I was really scared on that last one.
Were you really scared, or you just didn't want me to call on you?
No, yes, I was scared and I didn't want you to call me, and it worked out.
Hey, we're all right, so. Yeah.
So when I saw this question, a name came in my head, and it's one of the names up there, and that scares me because I'm gonna feel pretty strongly about it. But in my head, Andrew Card came in my head. As the guy who whispered. He was reading the book called like My Pet Goat.
My Pet Goat.
And it was like, Mr. President, bad thing happened.
And, yeah.
Not to make fun of it, but it was.
No, it was a bad thing. It was a bad thing.
And I think it was Andrew Card.
Yeah.
It seems like it's the right answer to me.
Okay.
And it makes sense that it is, and it would make sense that Ari Fleischer would not necessarily be in Florida. He would probably be in Washington, right?
Yeah, or else, like, if he were there, he would probably be back with the press corps or something. Or, I mean, anybody would come out. But I just want to say, you could not have had a better +1 than this guy. And I've been really happy. I'm going to go with, because I trust Ryan on this one, C, Andy Card, final answer.
He is the best +1 you could have had. That's right. He was the chief of staff. Andy was the chief of staff. Ryan, well done. Susanna, very well done. That sound means that we're out of time. But you're coming back to Play More Millionaire because now we are 1 step away from that $50,000 threshold and only 5 away from the million. Thanks for joining us today. For everyone who's been a part of this one, we'll see you next time. Closed captioning sponsored by Returning contestant is Susanna Brooks with $30,000, and she's almost as obsessed with shoes as she is with winning $1 million. Let's see how far she can go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. You guys ready to play today? Our returning contestant, Susanna Brooks, has everybody fired up, hopeful of what could be, as you are at $30,000, just 5 away from that $1 million. And you still have one lifeline yet to be used. You still have that Ask the Audience. In this next step we're about to take, $50,000, that next threshold. How are you feeling coming into today with $30,000?
You know, I still have that Ask the Audience, and I have $50,000 looking me right in the face.
Yeah,
so
a big threshold.
Yeah.
A big part in the game, so let's get to it. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
All right.
Okay. $50,000 question is right here. Catafalque is a type of stand specifically used to display what? Historical documents, jewelry, a coffin, or shoes? I hope that's a good evil laugh.
Well, you know, we've been talking about shoes this whole time, and I thought, is there going to be a shoe question coming up? And the answer is not D. So I can tell you that. I'm just going to go right for it. It's C. It's a coffin. Final answer.
Pretty sure.
Well, it doesn't make any difference because I already said final answer.
No, I was saying I'm pretty sure you just won $50,000. Now you can buy a lot of shoes. $50,000. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I can say that because that money is guaranteed. That is at a threshold. You can't lose it. You can only add to it.
Yeah.
And by the way, you are 4 questions away now from $1 million.
Yeah, I am.
The next step, you know what it's worth?
A lot more? 100?
Double your money?
Yeah.
$100,000. You ready?
Let's do it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Here it is. $100,000 question. In 2017, soprano Audrey Luna was surprised to learn she'd hit the highest note ever sung in the New York Metropolitan Opera's 137-year history. What note above high C? A, B, C, D.
Funny story, I'm actually trained as an opera singer.
No.
Yeah, it's
Are
true.
you really?
It's true. I have an undergraduate degree in opera performance.
So then tell me this is a good story, not an ironic story.
Well, see, the thing about it is that there are people who can sing higher. You know, you can warm up all crazy high, but you know, that might make a funny noise. And it's not the kind of thing that you want to do in performance. So if you're singing something, the highest note ever sung at the Metropolitan Opera's 137-year history, that means you want it to be a beautiful sound.
Right.
So you can probably sing higher than that, but you want it to be, you know.
Makes sense.
So a D above high C. So you're singing high C, right? A D, I can sing that. So God knows that there are people that can sing higher than that. So my guess here would be A. And since I have $50,000, it's not going to kill me to guess.
Right, so here's the thing. You're not losing any money.
No,
You're
I'm
going
not
to take
losing
a
money.
guess, for sure.
Yes. I'm going to do it. But before I do, I just want to say, I don't just care about shoes. I care about equity and justice for all people. But it
Lest we make people think all you care about is shoes.
It's true. I just wanted that to be clear. I didn't want this to be just all about me and my feet. So I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay.
It's definitely gonna be A or B. But again, it's not gonna kill me. Thank you to everybody. Let's go with A. And I'm gonna be happy either way, but let's go with A. Final answer.
Now it's my time to say I'm sorry. Because we have to keep playing. You got it right! Susanna, $100,000! An opera singer happens to get the opera question, $100,000. Wow, you are now 3 away from $1 million. Could she be the one? You better come back and find out. Even if you're not a millionaire, you can be treated like a Caesar at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Stay in lavish new rooms, savor culinary perfection by world-famous chefs, experience unforgettable nightlife at Omnia or legendary Coliseum Entertainment. Caesar's Palace, reimagining Vegas for 5 decades. Welcome back to a very special day here at Millionaire. Why? Because of Susanna Brooks.
Hi.
Susanna Brooks, you have reached that rarefied air, as we call it, of $100,000. You are 3 questions away from $1 million. You're about to get a question worth $250,000.
Lovely.
And by the way, you still have a lifeline. You still haven't asked the audience. Yeah, it's very rare anybody gets this far and has a lifeline. But you're at $100,000, and we're staring $250,000 right in the eye. Are you ready?
God, yes. Let's do it.
Are you guys ready? Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Good luck. $250,000 question.
No pressure.
Nope. Meant to make computers seem relatable. The style of design that mimics real-world objects, such as the folder sitting on your desktop, is known as what? Isomorphism, skeuomorphism, catamorphism, epimorphism.
Oh, geez. You know, I was reading that question over before the answers came out, and I thought, hey, that sounds good, and then you come out with the, you know. Again, I don't want to say that big words are scary to me, because that's one thing we're doing with my daughter. We teach her big words so that she freaks out her preschool teachers, but we. Yeah, we don't necessarily get into skeuomorphism or epimorphism. We can pronounce them, but that's about it. But
let's think about this.
Yeah. So skeuomorphism, shoot. What is epi? I mean, these are all like Greek things. Morph means, you know, changing or, you know, sort of things like that. Iso, let's see, isosceles. Cata, skua. I mean, I have nothing to lose here, so let's ask the audience.
Right, use that lifeline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Final.
Okay, audience. If you would, pick up those keypads, enter your votes now. All right, Susanna, let's see what the audience said. See if this gives us any idea. Kind of split down the middle there. 34% catamorphism. Right behind it, 32% isomorphism. Skeo with 25.
You know, we have a lot of industrial designers here in the audience, but regrettably, I don't think I'm going to be following that. So
you're at $100,000.
I am at $100,000. And
here's how this works.
Yeah.
If you go for it, and obviously going for $250,000 is enticing, but an incorrect answer now, you give up half your money. That's $50,000, and you leave with 50.
Yeah, it's.
Or you can always walk with 100.
I don't feel like I've been playing you so far, saying that I don't like to gamble, but at this point, I really don't like to gamble. So
this is a little bit of a different level.
So it's been real, everybody. You're beautiful people. But I'm gonna walk, final answer.
So 34% of the audience went C, catamorphism. It was B. B, skeuomorphism. So, wisely done. $100,000. We're going to come back, play more Millionaire right after this. Check out the Millionaire website for great video highlights. $100,000. And learn more about our contestants on our blog. Go to MillionaireTV.com. Welcome back to Millionaire. What a day. We've already given away $100,000, and I'm ready to give away even more money. Our next contestant is a speech-language pathologist from Pensacola, Florida. Please welcome Carrie Buck. Hey, Carrie.
Hi, Chris.
Good. You got a great day going, so let's keep it going.
All right,
Let's
I'm
take
ready.
a look at your board and what you're up against. Those 14 questions between you and $1 million. You have your 3 lifelines. They're there if you need them. You ready to make some money?
I'm ready.
All right, let's have some fun. Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? $500 question starts us off. Good luck.
All right, thanks.
If at a restaurant, the sommelier shows you your wine's label and you say, good year, what are you most likely referring to? When the grapes were grown and harvested? Your new tires? 50,000 BC? How you've done in the stock market lately?
All right, Chris, I am going to say A, when the grapes were grown and harvested. Final answer.
$500 is yours. It's always nice getting the first one over with.
That's right.
Here's the second one worth $1,000. According to a centuries-old tradition, it's taboo for a woman to step onto the playing surface of which sport? Softball, beach volleyball, sumo wrestling, or roller derby?
All right, so women play softball, beach volleyball, and roller derby. So the only one that makes sense is C, sumo wrestling. Final answer.
That is the only one that makes sense. Good start, $1,000. Third question takes us to $2,000. You'll need to ask a store clerk for dentifricio if you forgot to pack what for your vacation to Italy? Toothpaste, sunblock, underwear, contact lenses.
So I've never been to Italy, but I did take 2 semesters of Italian in college, so
Perfect.
that worked out. So I'm gonna say A, toothpaste. Final answer.
The only time that's come in handy.
That's right.
You got it. All right, $3,000 question up next. Gordon Getty, Sam Walton, and Yoshiaki Tsutsumi have all, at some point, been named by Guinness World Records as the world's what? Shortest person, richest person, fastest person, or most attractive person?
Okay, so I recognize Sam Walton's name as the CEO, founder of Walmart. So I am going to say B, richest person. Final answer.
A list you could be on very soon. That's right. You're at 3,000. This next step will get us to 5,000, that first threshold you can get to. Here it is. In UK bingo slang, where each number has a nickname based on a rhyme, idiom, or visual pun, which number is known as Fat Lady with a Walking Stick? 17, 22, 43, or 81?
Okay, so it makes the most sense that Fat Lady with a Walking Stick would be a visual pun on the number 81. So I'm going to say D, final answer.
Guaranteed $5,000. All right, Carrie, 5 questions down. I know you're sweating it, but you're making it look easy. You're all good. You're all good. All those lifelines are there as well. We're going to add to her total when we come back. Here's your question of the day. Often viewed as the fifth taste detected by the human tongue, umami is closely tied to what foodstuff? MSG, soybeans, horseradish, or ginger? Stay tuned for the answer. The answer to that question was MSG. Welcome back to Millionaire. Carrie Buck on stage right now, $5,000 richer, guaranteed. Can only add to it, so it's always a nice relief when you get to that first threshold. Now, I know you have a little rivalry going on in the house. Why isn't your husband playing Millionaire as well?
So we auditioned together, and we are pretty competitive when it comes to trivia, and we went together, but only one of us made the cut. So
only one of you passed.
He's my +1 today, so.
As a consolation.
So I already won just by being on the stage.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. You have made it. You've already made it to $5,000. Your husband and 2 other lifelines are there if you need them. All 3 are still on the board.
All right.
So let's add to that $5,000 total and let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? $7,000 questions right here. Referencing a lyric from his Oscar-winning hit song in 2018, what artist opened a food kiosk at Coachella called Mom's Spaghetti? Eminem, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Chance the Rapper.
I think I'd like to ask the audience. I have one that I'm leaning toward, but I don't want to bias them. So before I finish my thought, I want to ask the audience, and that's my final answer.
Okay, audience, if you would, help us out. Pick up those keypads. Enter your votes now. Carrie, I have a sneaking suspicion you knew this already. I'm going to hold you to that as we take a look at the results.
Okay.
82% said Eminem.
All right, that is what I thought. I thought of that line from his song, but I didn't know anything about the food kiosk. So I'm going to trust the audience here and say A, Eminem, final answer.
You totally knew that.
I did.
You 100% knew. 7,000. Well done. All right. Chance to get to 5 figures here. $10,000 question. Located in the Pacific, what collection of coral atolls is one of surfing legend Kelly Slater's secret spots for catching waves? Lesser Antilles, Marshall Islands, Canary Islands, Falkland Islands.
All right. I want to use my +1 on this.
Bring your husband down.
Yeah, that's my final answer.
Okay, Adam, come on down. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
No, don't sabotage her on purpose because you're bitter.
I promise I won't.
We have joint checking, so.
She's been merciful in her trash talking, so I appreciate that.
So in all seriousness, Adam, we're going for 10,000. Can you help us out?
I think so. Now, did you have an idea about any of these?
Marshall Islands?
Yeah, so I think the Lesser Antilles and the Canary Islands and the Falkland Islands are all in the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
So I was thinking
Marshall
the
Islands,
Marshall
yeah.
Islands
Okay.
because it was in the Pacific.
Okay.
So that's what I.
All right, well, that makes me feel better. You know how I feel about geography.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna trust my gut and trust Adam and say B, Marshall Islands, final answer.
He may not have made it on stage, but he earned his way up here now. You got it. Way to go, guys. $10,000. You make a good team. Good job. 10 grand. That sound means that we are done for the day, but you're not done. You're going to come back and play more Millionaire. And when we do, you're going to be going for $20,000. What a good day. $100,000 already given away. You got 10. I got to go to the cash machine. Thanks for watching today. For everyone who's been a part of this one, I'm Chris Harrison. We'll see you next time. Closed captioning sponsored by Returning contestant Carrie Buck already has $10,000 and claims to have the ugliest bathroom ever. If she wins $1 million, she won't redecorate. She'll just move. Let's see if she can do it today on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Are you ready to play Millionaire today? Returning contestant Carrie Buck, are you ready to continue today?
So ready.
You got on a nice little roll yesterday. $10,000 is where we left off. The midway point. It was halftime, so we took a break. 7 questions in, 7 more to get to $1 million. You feel good?
I do, yeah.
All right, 7 questions away. Let's get back to it.
All right.
Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? $10,000. That's where you are. 20,000 is where we're headed with this question. According to the Social Security Administration, which name from the world of politics was one of the 5 baby girl names that rose the most in popularity in 2017? Ivanka, Melania, Kellyanne, or Hillary?
Okay. I think I am going to go ahead and use my 50-50,
Okay.
and that's my final answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take away 2 incorrect answers. Ivanka, Melania.
Okay.
Here B.
All right. So, you know what? I am in Vegas, right?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know, so...
Are you willing to
Melania,
roll the dice?
I think I'm going to. Melania is the answer that I was leaning toward, so I think I'm going to say B, Melania, final answer.
Well, you don't think. You just did.
I know.
And now you have $20,000. All right,
I usually play it much safer than that in my day-to-day life. So.
Not easy pulling the trigger
No,
on $20,000. Well, if that was tough,
Right.
this one's not going to be any easier.
Here we go.
You're at 20. This is for 30. Works of art are arranged chronologically rather than geographically at the magnificent newly opened branch of the Louvre in what city? Abu Dhabi, Tokyo, Madrid, Dubai.
All right, so I'm trying to think of which place would want them arranged chronologically. I feel like that seems significant. Obviously, the main branch of the Louvre is in Paris. So Madrid is obviously the only other European country or European city that's up there. Max 20, going for 30, out of lifelines. All right, all right.
You can always walk with 20.
I can walk with 20.
And now you're risking $15,000.
Right. Okay. I told myself if I got here and was going to, and I wasn't sure that I would walk if I was gonna, lose more than I stood to gain. And I'm at that point now.
You have reached that level.
So,
but it's tough to walk.
know,
when
it
you're having
really
fun playing the
is.
game, making money.
It's so fun, right? It's
Yeah.
like once in a lifetime. But I just don't feel sure enough about any of those to make a final answer. So I think I am going to walk, and that's my final answer.
Okay, good move. You leave with $20,000. So you were kind of going back and forth. What would you have picked?
I think in the end I would have gone with Tokyo.
A, Abu Dhabi.
All right, well then there.
How good is that? You wisely walked away with $20,000. Carrie, congratulations. We're going to come back and give away more money next on Millionaire. Even if you're not a millionaire, you can be treated like a Caesar at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Stay in lavish new rooms, savor culinary perfection by world-famous chefs, experience unforgettable nightlife at Omnia or legendary Coliseum Entertainment. Caesar's Palace, reimagining Vegas for 5 decades. Welcome back back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We've been on a roll the last couple days, so let's keep it going. Our next contestant is a pediatric hospitalist from Wilmington, Delaware. Please welcome Sam Stubblefield. Sam, how are you, sir? Hey, Sam. Welcome. Welcome to Millionaire. You're giving away a lot of money lately. Let's keep it going. Let's take a look at what you're up against. Those 14 questions between you and $1 million. You have your 3 lifelines. They're there if you need them. You ready to get to it?
Let's do it.
Let's get to work. Let's play. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? $500 question starts us off. Good luck. Which of these is a nickname for the D.C. headquarters of the U.S. State Department and not a common condition treated by Pepto-Bismol? Heartburn, indigestion, foggy bottom, upset stomach.
I've seen the metro stop there, and I know what Pepto-Bismol is used for. So this is going to be C, foggy bottom. That's my final answer.
You don't want a case of foggy bottom. That is not good. That's right. Good start. Second question. Feathers flew on April 7th, 2018, as mischief makers in over 50 cities around the globe participated in what playful combat event? International Pillow Fight Day, International Slap Fight Day, International Snowball Fight Day, International Knife Fight Day.
I think they might make a movie out of D.
Yeah.
But the feathers flying, you often have feathers and pillows, and so A, International Pillow Fight Day will be my final answer.
I didn't know it was a thing. Apparently it is. That's right. I missed it.
Now I'll do it next year.
$1,000. Third question is worth $2,000. The very first day of operations for which of the following involved sorting 186 packages around a card table and loading them onto 14 jets? Pony Express, Domino's, FedEx, Santa Claus.
Well, the only one of these that is going to be using jets would be FedEx. So that would be C, FedEx. My final answer.
That's where it all began. It's how it started. That's right. They now have a few more card tables they have to deal with.
Yeah, a little bit harder.
$2,000 in the bank, going for $3,000. Which of these James Bond film titles might set off your spell check because one of the words uses the British spelling instead of the American one? On Her Majesty's Secret Service, License to Kill, Quantum of Solace, Diamonds Are Forever.
The one that has the British spelling, not the American spelling, would be License to Kill. So B, License to Kill. Final answer.
Exactly right. Okay, next step, $5,000. First threshold you can get to. Let's take that step with this question. New Hampshire might be the granite state, but what neighbor immediately to its west is home to Rock of Ages, one of the world's largest granite quarries? Maine, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Vermont.
Well, I'm going to be driving up there in a couple of weeks to visit some family.
Okay.
And so I will never hear the end of this if I get this wrong. And so immediately to the west of New Hampshire is going to be Vermont. The rest of them are not there. And so it's going to be D, Vermont. Final answer.
That's all you need to know. The rest are just not there. Vermont it. $5,000,
right.
Sam.
All right.
Well done. Right. Brief breather there at $5,000. That money is safe. And now let's add to it.
Yeah.
$7,000 question. The phrase, "I shall hear in heaven," is attributed to which person who died in 1827? Helen Keller, Thomas Edison, Ludwig von Beethoven, or Galileo?
Well, Beethoven was famously deaf at the end of his life and composed those amazing symphonies without being able to hear a note. That was C, Ludwig von Beethoven. Final answer.
Made easy work of that one. That's right. $7,000. Marching up the board.
Let's see.
All the lifelines still there as we turn to your $10,000 question. NBA superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks is known by what rhyming nickname? The Haitian Sensation, the Senegalese Breeze, the Greek Freak, the Bulgarian Barbarian.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to need to, I need to poll the audience.
Okay.
And this will be my final answer to poll the audience.
Okay, audience, Sam could use some help here. If you would, pull out those keypads, enter your votes now. All right, let's take a look if the audience can help you out here. Sam, the results, 84% say C, the Greek Freak.
Okay, well, I'll need to go with the audience for this one. I'll go C, the Greek Freak. Final answer.
Because they certainly can't fit that name on the back of a jersey.
No.
That's right, the Greek Freak. Well done, everybody. Good job getting Sam to $10,000. When we come back after the break, we're going to try and double that and get to 20. Stay with us. Check out the Millionaire website for great video highlights. $100,000. To learn more about our contestants on our blog, go to millionairetv.com. Welcome back to Millionaire. Sam Stubblefield. Good game going on, halfway to that $1 million. 10,000 is where we stand right now in your bank. $1 million coming up in 7 questions. So let's play.
Okay.
Who wants to be a millionaire? $20,000 question. Uniting the houses of Lancaster and York, the marriage of Henry VII and Elizabeth of York in 1486 was the first to take place under which royal dynasty? Plantagenet, Tudor, Hanover, or Stuart?
You know, I have a great guy right behind me, and I would like to ask him for his help with this. So I'll use my +1, please.
Final?
Final answer.
All right, come on down. How you doing?
Doing fine, Chris.
Good to see you. Welcome.
Hey, man.
Hey, Sam.
You got it?
Yes.
All right.
You got this one?
So he knows his history, he knows his kings and queens.
All right, drop some knowledge on
What do
your
you
buddy
think?
Sam here.
Well, so the houses of Lancaster and York were both houses from the Plantagenet dynasty.
They were.
They fought for a couple of hundred years. They finally reunited under Henry VII, and that was the start of the Tudor dynasty.
So this was the first to take place under which royal? That was the first Tudor. Is that right?
First of the Tudors.
First of the Tudors.
The Stuarts came after the Tudors ran out, and the Hanovers were in the early 1700s.
Oh, okay, so none of that. All right, so we're saying it's going to be B, Tudor. All right, let's do it. B, Tudor. Final answer.
Robin, you might be the most knowledgeable +1 we've ever had. That was almost too much information. Well done. $20,000. Have a seat.
Thanks, man.
You could never ask for anything more from a +1.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Just gift wrap $20,000 for you. Excellent. Excellent use of that lifeline. You still have your 50-50 should you need it. We're now 2 steps away from that $50,000 threshold. But our next step is worth 30, and here it is. If a single bee produces 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its lifetime, how many bees would be required to make a gallon of honey?
Oh, dear.
4,608, 6,144, 9,216, or 12,288?
Okay, well, this will just be a little bit of math to work through. So you'll need 12 bees per teaspoon, and a teaspoon is about 5 milliliters. There are 30 milliliters in an ounce, so that means there are 6 teaspoons in an ounce. And then you need to go up to gallons from ounces. And there are 128 ounces in a gallon.
You do have the lifeline.
I do. I feel like if I'm just able to do the math, I should be able to get this. I want to say that 50-50 for something where I have no path forward for it, you know. On this I do.
I understand.
They also know that there's about, a quart is about a liter, and there are about 4 liters in a gallon. If I keep this all metric, it might be easier. So there's 5 milliliters in a teaspoon. The gallon is going to be 4,000. And then you have the teaspoon going into that, so that's going to be 4,000 divided by 5 is going to be 800. 800 times 12. That'll be, boy, that's sounding a lot like 9,216, isn't it?
How sure
Okay.
are you? Because at this point, you're risking $15,000.
I understand. We're going to go with C, 9,216 Bs. That's my final answer.
That was some tough math. And you did it. You got it! You got it right! Did you earn that one? Oh. Okay, this guy needs a break before his brain explodes. $30,000. When we come back, we're looking at $50,000. That's next. Here's your question of the day. Which of these does not correctly match a U.S. state with an animal that appears on its flag? Oregon and beaver, Wyoming and bison, Michigan and elk, California and condor. Stay tuned for the answer. The answer to that question was California and condor. Welcome back to Millionaire. Here with Sam Stubblefield, absolutely earning every inch of that $30,000, especially in that last equation we just worked through, but you did it. And again, that next step is worth $50,000. How you feeling?
I'm excited.
Good.
Let's keep on going.
All right, let's do it. Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? Okay. $50,000 threshold question right here. From the late 1920s until the early 1950s, most stop signs were not red, but what color? White, blue, yellow, or brown?
Oh boy. Well, all the pictures I see, they're always black and white, aren't they? So I don't know. I don't have any idea about this. In terms of signs that grabs people's attention, you're going to want something that's going to be high contrast. You're going to want something that's going to stand out from the environment around it. Before we were able to make very good reflective substances, we often used yellow as a standout color, and we still use that for many different street signs. White would be very easy to manufacture. It would hold up well to weathering. I think blue and brown are very unlikely because they would have difficulty with contrast against the environment you're trying to see. Let's go ahead, and I would like to use my 50-50, please. That'll be my final answer.
Okay. Let's at least start there and take 2 incorrect answers away.
Yeah. Dadgummit. Now I'm thinking about it, I think I might have seen some old Kodachrome pictures of a yellow stop sign with black lettering. I try to be evidence-based in my decision-making.
Yeah.
In this case, the evidence is saying that on a 50-50 shot of this, you should guess because expected value is higher. Okay. And so, knowing that, I am going to need to guess. And I'm going to go with C, yellow. It's my final answer.
A flip of the coin. You just got to $50,000, Sam! You got it right. Oh. Well done. Well done, my friend. That was not easy to do. No, it wasn't. That was a tough trigger to pull, but you did. You got $50,000. That sound means the time is up for today, but you are certainly coming back. And when we do, your first question will be worth $100,000. 4 away from $1 million. Thanks for joining us here on Millionaire. For everyone who's been a part of this one, I'm Chris Harrison. We'll see you next time. Closed captioning sponsored by Our returning contestant, Sam Stubblefield, has already earned $50,000. He's just 4 questions away from $1 million. Next up, a question worth $100,000 on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Hey everybody, welcome to Millionaire. Oh, are you in for a treat today? Because we're just starting, but we're already having a great day. Because I'm here with our returning contestant, Sam Stubblefield, who already has $50,000 guaranteed. It's not often I get to start the day, Sam, by saying we're playing for $100,000. But that's what you're doing.
All right.
How does that feel?
It is completely surreal. You know, you imagine you're up here, then you're here, and then it happens, and oh my God, I can't even believe it.
They talk about athletes sleeping on the lead. What is it coming into a game knowing you already have 50 grand, but now you have a chance for something really special? You're 4 away from $1 million.
Oh, well, I feel completely relaxed.
Good.
It's going to be gravy from here.
All right.
And so I'm ready to go.
Well, finally, you used all those lifelines, so all those are gone.
Yeah.
But again, you're going to start with not only a $100,000 question, but a free look at $100,000 because you can't lose any money here. So 4 away from $1 million. Let's get back to your game. Let's play. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? All right, buddy. Good luck. $100,000 question on the board. While all 6 of the others have them regularly, there has not been a volcanic eruption on which continent since Mount Gambier blew 5,000 years ago?
Okay.
Antarctica, Africa, Australia, South America.
All right. And so, well, ancient eruptions of volcanoes. We'll think about that. So there are. I'm not sure how much geologic activity there is in Australia that would be causing volcanoes to erupt there. Mount Gambier, that could be, I mean, that sounds like the name of, that could be in Australia. That does not sound like a name that you'd see in South America, being neither Portuguese nor Spanish. Antarctica is interesting. I didn't know that there were volcanoes in Antarctica, but we say that every continent has volcanoes except for one. And so for me, I'm kind of going back and forth between Antarctica or Australia.
Okay.
So you dig under the ice and you're able to find that there was an eruption 5,000 years ago. It might be a lot harder in Australia to prove that there was an eruption that far in the past, because what are you going to find there?
Right.
But in Antarctica, it's just layers of ice, and you dig down and you say this is 5,000 years ago and a volcano exploded, and that's it. Okay, I think I'm going to go with A, Antarctica. All 6 was a place that has not had an eruption in 5,000. A, Antarctica. Final answer.
You were so close. It is C, Australia. Sam, C, Australia. You were so close. $50,000. Give it up for Sam Stubblefield. Sam, it was a pleasure. You played a great game. Boy, Sam, what a great player, and I know he wanted that $100,000, but the good news, he's walking out of here with 50 grand, and even better news, we're about to give away some more money. Our next contestant is a nanny from Arlington, Texas. Please welcome Natasha Alford. Natasha, how you doing?
Hi.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Just down the street from my hometown of Dallas, Texas, is Arlington. And look, we all remember where we are when we get great news. Where were you when you found out you were going to grace this Millionaire stage?
I was sitting in front of my TV watching Millionaire.
That's why you're here. You're a fan, and you're going to do great today.
Good, thank you. I hope so.
Let me show you what you're up against. 14 questions between you and that $1 million. You have your 3 lifelines. They are there if you need them. Shall we make some money?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's play. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? All right, Natasha. Start you off with that $500 question. Good luck. Here we go.
All right.
According to Britannica, In the world of horror fiction, it's generally accepted that the best way to stop a zombie is to destroy its what? Brain, self-confidence, credit score, rental car.
I know about this, and I know that it is A, brain. Final answer.
Apparently you have one, because yes, that's right. 500.
Okay.
Second question worth 1,000. Which of these is an official state holiday observed each June in a particularly historical part of Massachusetts? Faith Hill Day, Bunker Hill Day, Benny Hill Day, Jonah Hill Day.
Well, I know it's not Faith Hill Day. I mean, she might deserve it. But I'm going to go with B, Bunker Hill Day. Final answer.
Of course, that's right.
Thank you.
Although I think Benny Hill Day would be fun.
Oh, yeah, that would be real fun.
$2,000 question. Fittingly, the French term for love at first sight, coup de foudre, translates literally to which weather phenomenon? Bolt of lightning, downpour of rain, flurry of snow, shower of hail.
I wouldn't think it would be C, a flurry of snow, or D, a shower of hail. So I'm going to go with A bolt of lightning. Final answer.
That's correct as well.
Oh.
Good job. Moving up to $3,000.
Okay, come on.
Here we go. In the growing alternative health world, what 9-letter E word is often used to describe the oils extracted from plants like lavender and eucalyptus? Essential, effervescent, educated, exclusive.
It would be funny if it was B, effervescent, but we know that's not so. So I'm going to say A, essential. Final answer.
There you go. $3,000. All right, Natasha, you're off and running. You're 4 questions in. We are 1 away from that $5,000. When we come back, we're going to get to that threshold. That's next. Even if you're not a millionaire, you can be treated like a Caesar at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Stay in lavish new rooms, savor culinary perfection by world-famous chefs, experience unforgettable nightlife at Omnia or legendary Coliseum Entertainment. Caesar's Palace, reimagining Vegas for 5 decades. Welcome back to Millionaire, here with Natasha Alford. 4 questions in. You got $3,000 in your bank. As soon as we get back to your game, that next step's going to be worth that $5,000 threshold. By the way, all your lifelines still intact. I know you're a nanny in Arlington, Texas, but you have a nickname for something else you do as well.
Okay. My nickname for me and my mom, or what we've been called, is Sanford and Son, because
from the old show where they owned a junkyard.
Yes, because I like to make trash into treasure.
Okay.
Basically, so everybody's like, "Oh, you and your mom is Sanford and Son," because we're always making things beautiful. We find trash and we make it into treasure.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're doing great so far. Chance at $5,000 coming up. So let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? All right, here we go. $5,000 on the line. The groundbreaking mathematical paper known as the Chase-McKellar-Wynn theorem was co-authored by a former star of what classic TV show? Laverne and Shirley, Three's Company, The Wonder Years, Family Ties.
You know what? I'm stumped on this one. So
all 3 lifelines.
I know. I'm going to ask the audience. I think they would know this one.
All right. Final?
Final.
Okay, audience, we need some help here. If you would, pick up those keypads, enter your votes now. All right, Natasha, hopefully the audience can make this nice and easy for you.
Okay. Oh.
Well, 81% say it's The Wonder Years.
Okay. I am going to go with the audience, and I'm going to say C, final answer.
That little Winnie Cooper from The Wonder Years, that's right. Danica McKellar.
Thank you. Thank you.
Danica McKellar, who played Winnie Cooper.
Yes.
$5,000 guaranteed.
Yes.
Now, the fun part.
Okay.
Let's add to it.
Let's do that.
$7,000 is what this is worth.
Okay.
Deriving its name from an Inuit word, an anorak is what type of apparel? Boot, hat, jacket, mitten.
Anorak. Deriving its name from an Inuit word. Anorak is what type of apparel? Boot, hat, jacket, mitten. Anorak doesn't ring a bell to me. I don't even think I've ever heard that word.
Well, good news. 2 lifelines left.
I'm going to use my 50-50 final answer.
Okay, I'll take away 2 incorrect answers. Boot and jacket, A and C is what you're left with. I don't know if that helped you at all, but here's where you are. You're at $5,000. The good news is you're going to take a shot here because you're not going to lose any money.
Right.
The question is, do you want to use one more lifeline or do you want to now risk the 50-50?
I think I'm going to take a guess at this. And I'm going to say C. A jacket. Final answer. Please tell me it's right.
All right, I'll tell you it's right.
Yes!
You got it. You got it. Good guess, Natasha. You saved that lifeline to use on the next one if you need it. And we're going to go for $10,000. That is the next one when we come back. Check out the Millionaire website for great video highlights. $100,000. And learn more about our contestants on our blog. Go to MillionaireTV.com. Welcome back to Millionaire. Natasha Alford slowly moving up that board. Now it's $7,000 in the bank. Looking good. You still have 1 lifeline yet to be used. And, we talked about you being a nanny, but your whole life is kind of surrounded by kids, huh?
Yes, it is. I have 4 kids, and I nanny 4 kids.
Tell you what, after $1 million today, get rid of all the kids. Ooh. Just enjoy. We're on our way. You're at $7,000. Next step, $10,000. So let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? All right, Natasha, back at it. $10,000 question. As it brings in about half of the company's revenue, McDonald's former CFO once said, "We're not technically in the food business. We are in the what? Toy business, farming business, recycling business, real estate business."
I don't want to say farming. I'm going to take farming off. Toy business sounds good, but I don't really, because of the Happy Meals, you would think it would be, we might say something like that, but I think that came later. And the recycling business doesn't sound right to me, but I do know that McDonald's are on every corner. I hate to use my last lifeline for this, but I don't know. I'm going to use my lifeline. I'm going to ask my mother. Final answer.
Final? All right, Denise, come on down. How you doing?
That's me. Oh, goodness.
What are you thinking?
Like you said, it's on every corner around the world. What do you think? Real estate?
That's what I was leaning toward because everywhere, come on, McDonald's, everywhere.
Right. I think real estate. I can't see toy business or even recycling, so I'm thinking real estate. It's up to you.
Final answer?
It's got to be yours, not hers.
Okay, I'm going to go with my mom. I'm going with my mom. I'm going to say D, real estate, final answer.
Yeah, if you watch the movie The Founder, you'd know it's all about the real estate. That's right. That's right. Good job. All right, thank you. Have a seat. All right, Natasha. 10 grand.
Hallelujah.
Good news, 10 grand. Downside, all the lifelines are gone.
I know.
Just you out here now. And a chance to double your money.
Oh, come on. Let's do it.
$20,000 is what this question is worth. Here it is.
Okay.
Which of these is the capital of the African nation of Chad and not the name of a character in the movie Black Panther? N'Djamena, T'Challa, N'Jadaka, Wakabi.
Okay, I went to see this movie.
Okay.
Great
movie?
Great movie. Great movie. I know T'Challa that sounds familiar. Wakabi, that sounds familiar. The good thing is if I get it wrong, I can walk away, can't I?
Let me tell you where you are right now.
Okay.
$10,000. That is yours to keep.
Okay.
You can walk away right now. That's yours. If you take a shot and you're wrong, you're giving away half your money. You lose $5,000, and you walk out of here with $5,000.
You know what?
What? Sad face. So, don't you cry on me.
Oh, I'm not. This was a blessing to come here, the experience. I've never been to Vegas. $10,000 is good money for a nanny. One day's work.
And we got to hang out.
Yeah, you're cute. I'm gonna walk.
Final
answer.
All right, congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
$10 grand.
Thank you.
So, Natasha, if you had rolled the dice and gone for it, you would have said...
A.
Yeah, you would have had 20,000.
Oh!
That's right. Yeah, it was A.
My God.
But you're leaving here with $10,000. Not so bad. All right, we're going to come back. New contestant, new game right after this. Here's your question of the day. 60s protest leader Jack Weinberg is credited with the slogan, "Don't trust anyone of what type?" Over 30, with a job, with kids, or in government? Stay tuned for the answer. The answer to that question was over 30. Welcome back to Millionaire. We've only got a couple minutes left, so how about we play Thousandaire and give someone in our audience a chance to win $1,000. All right. Rose Shoot. I love this name. Rose Shoot. Rose? Hey, Rose. How you doing? Take this. Come on over. I didn't choose her just because her name is Rose, but I do like that.
Thank you.
Welcome. Where are you from?
I'm from Port Charlotte, Florida.
Port Charlotte, Florida. You
Yes.
came here to Vegas. Why? You celebrating something?
Celebrating my birthday. I'm going to be, no, on Sunday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Well, we at Millionaire have chipped in. We've given you a chance to win $1,000.
Okay.
So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask you a question. You get it right, I'll give you $1,000 cash, and you take us all to dinner. All right?
Okay.
That's in the fine print. You ready?
Yes.
Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? $1,000 question. Okay. Which of the following is about 95% water? A jellyfish, a jelly donut, petroleum jelly, a jelly belly.
Okay. So I know it's not a jelly donut. Yeah, definitely not B. Definitely not C. Petroleum jelly. I'm gonna go with A. Final answer.
I wanted to give you this birthday money. You got it. You got it, Rose.
Thank you.
$1,000. That's how I like to end the show. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. For everyone who's been a part of this one, I'm Chris Harrison. We'll see you next time. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 10. Closed captioning sponsored by